Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear friend and student, welcome to MR Circle. I am Rehman and I am here to teach you financial management. Today we are going to discuss the second component of financial system, which is financial market. So what is financial market? Financial means money and funds, while market means a place where buyer and seller meet together. So financial market is any place where buyer and seller participate in the trade of financial instruments such as stocks, bonds, or we can say that it is the platform that facilitates to buy and sell the financial instrument. In simple words, when we need foods, where we go? We go to food market. When we feel the needs of cloth, we go to cloth market. And same case, when we feel the needs of money or funds like stocks, bonds, shares of a company, we go to financial market for this to purchase it, to invest in the financial market. Another word, we can say that financial market is the link between buyer and seller, or we can say that it is the link between investor and the corporation, the firm, or we can say that it is the link between the surplus peoples and the people who have deficit money. The body structure of financial market is in two ways: physical location and the other is electronic system. In physical location, we can say that the stock exchange of Karachi, it is the physical location of financial market, while in electronic system we have NASDAQ, or we can say that the transaction of stocks and bonds throughout the internet are phones called. Transaction and financial markets. There are two types of transaction occur in financial market. The one is securities and the other is commodities. Securities include stocks, bonds, equities of a firm, of organizations. These are one types of the transaction of financial market. While the other types of transaction of financial market is commodities like precious metals or agriculture products like foods, like different cottons, or exchange and the financial market of different countries throughout each other. Now let's understand the concept of financial market throughout a visual body, that how financial market work. In financial market we have investor, or we can say that buyer, or we can say that the surplus of people who have high money. And the second party is buyer or deficit peoples or sellers, in which we have include individual or household peoples, and the second one is firm or corporation, and the third one is government. Now when a firm need money or he need funds to rise his capital, he issue share in financial market. This issue shares is placed in a financial market when investor want to purchase the shares of a company or an organization. He come to financial market and purchase these shares. Purchase the shares of the corporation or the organization. The corporation get money from a financial market by issuing shares, and the investor pay money to financial market. We have also banks in this system, which we discussed in previous lectures, which is actually the financial institution. It is also play the role of intermediate between the buyer and the seller. The household or the people who have high money, who have surplus money, save his money in banks. When the people, when the organization, when the government feel to need monies, they go to banks and get money from banks on interest. When the organization get money from financial markets throughout issuing by shares, they reinvest it, and they invest it in assets to rise his capital. When he earn money from this money, rise his capital, they repay it to banks or to financial market, or pay to the investor who purchased the shares of organization in the form of dividend. In this way, the investor becomes the shareholder of a company because he purchased the shares, the securities, the bonds, the stocks of a firm, of organization, of the companies, of government companies. Now, the financial market make link between the borrower, the buyer and the seller. So we can say that financial market also is the link between the buyer and the seller, or we can say the people who have deficit in money and the people who have high money, or the people who want to invest his money in different shares, or the people who want to issue his shares, who want to rise his capitals. So this was the visual concept of financial market. Now let's explain the function, the role of financial market. That what are the function, what are the role, what are the main role of financial market. Function of financial market, that what are the role and function of financial market. So the first function of financial market is price discovering. The financial market helps to discover the price of securities, stocks, bonds. We know that price depends upon demand and supply. The price of everything depends upon demand and supply. So in financial market, we have different security of different organization, the stock of different or corporation. So the financial market check the demand and supply of that stocks, that securities, and fix the price according to this and discover the price for that stock. Like example, the price, the shares, the stocks, the shares of Honda or Civic companies is high because the demand of it is high. So financial market easily discover the price of the shares of different corporation, of different organization. It is helpful for price discovering. The next role and function of financial market is mobilization of saving. Mobilization of saving means that it gives movement to saving money. If you have a lot of money but you don't use it in a good way and business opportunity, then it have no value. It is only their intrinsic, their real value. You cannot earn it from it. When you utilize it and best opportunities, you get money, you get return from it. So financial market also help in mobilization of saving. Like it take money from those people who have surplus of money and give it to those people, those organizations who need money to invest in different projects and different business opportunity. It is helpful in the economy of a country. When you use money in a good way and in best opportunities, the return earning of you is high, and by this you can pay taxes to government. You can increase the export of a country when you earn more money from your opportunity, from your saving money. So this is the second function of financial market, which is mobilization of saving. The third function of financial market is reduce the cost of transactions. It means that in financial market we have different types of information about the different corporation. You don't need to invest, you don't need to spend money on information. By financial market, you can easily get information of different corporation, of different stocks, of different securities, of different corporation. So it is helpful for the reduce of cost of transaction. we can say that it is reduce the cost of exchange of your financial instrument. The fourth function of financial market is liquidity. What does it mean by liquidity? Liquidity means cash, or we can say that anything which is easily convert into cash is liquidity. So financial market also helpful for liquidity. When an investor, when a corporation, when a borrower want to make his asset, convert his asset and liquid form, he invest, he issue it in financial market, he issue his shares in financial market and convert his asset, convert his securities, convert his stocks, his bond and cash easily. So the financial market also helpful in liquidity, by which the investor, by which the corporation can easily convert his asset into cash. The fifth role of financial market is capital formation. By financial market, you can rise, you can increase your capital. When you issue your shares in financial market, you get money, and that money you invest in different asset by which you can earn money and rise your capitals. When you need money, you go to financial market and get money by which you can do business, by which you can purchase different asset and can earn money from it and rise your capitals. So these are some functions, some roles of financial market. Now let's discuss the importance of financial market, that why financial market is important. So financial market is important because it is easily a lender, a borrower can easily access his investor. Means that when a corporation need money, he can issue his security, his stocks in financial market and can easily access a different investor for his share, for his bond, for his stocks to invest, to rise his capital. The next importance of financial market is it is helpful in economic growth. As we discussed in mobilization of saving, that when you utilize your saving money in a good opportunity business, you increase the wealth of organization, the wealth of economy. For example, when you have a lot of money but you don't use it if you want to successful economy, you need to invest your saving money in good way by which you can produce different products which you can export to other companies, to other countries, by which you can increase your exports of products. When you utilize your saving in a good way, and it's helpful for economic growth. If you earn more money, you pay more taxes to government, by which the economy of a country is high. The next importance of financial market is saver become investor. It means that if you have a lot of money but you don't invest in a project, you cannot earn money. When a saver become investor, when he purchase the shares, the stocks of different organization, he become the investor, he become the shareholder of corporation. The next importance of financial market is create job opportunity. The financial market also helpful to reduce the unemployment rate in a country. It creates many job opportunities to different people, to educated people, to stockholder, to drivers. When the company, when the industries, when the corporations process in a country increase, the job opportunity will be also created. The unemployment rate will be reduced in a country. The next importance of financial market is it is help in business expanding. When you issue your shares, you get money from investor, and that money you invest in different project by which you can increase your capital, and by this way you expand your business. By this way you increase the opportunity, the asset of your business. When you invest your money, when you issue your shares, you get money, and you invest that money in different projects to expand your business. So these are some of the importance of financial market and function of financial market. Inshallah, in next lecture I will explain that how security market make relationship with investors and corporations. And inshallah I will also discuss the different types of the different classification of financial market, that how financial market is classified by nature, by maturities. These all will be discussed in next part of this lecture. So if you have any question regarding today's lecture, feel free and ask in the comment section. And if you don't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it, like and share it with your friends. So take care of yourself and stay with us. Wassalam, Pakistan Zindabad.